All right, boys. On today's episode of Force Fridays, we install PRP seats with custom brackets. All will stay under $10,000. Stay tuned. I actually can't take my arm off the door or it'll just open. So stay tuned. Okay, I know, it's been a little while since you guys have seen the budget YJ. But it's still here. Took a little time off for the holidays to spend with my loving family. But I'm back, and we're gonna finish this thing. You know, I know you guys have seen a lot of Project YJs come and go. I'm not gonna name names, Tony Pellegrino. I don't know if Matt Brody got kidnapped by the cartel, but I haven't seen his project finished. Will Carnage said he was going to have a V8 YJ leaving his shop soon. Haven't seen that, but I'm not naming names. I would never name names. Jeff Perkins, Tony Pellegrino. I don't know where you guys are at. I don't know where your YJ is. I don't know. But here at Force Motoring, we finish projects. Hey, let's keep the camera over here, okay? Let's keep it focused over here. So I'm going to give you guys a bit of an update. Atlas is going to help of what's been going on and where we're at. And this thing is going to be done-ish. This part of it will be done soon. So I'm going to get into it right now. Here we go. Okay, so if you guys remember, in the last episode, we built this really cool custom frame chop front bumper. Now, it's not quite done because we're waiting on a fair lead that I bought from kind of a sketchy website because it was the only one that would fit right there. So as soon as that comes, we'll cut that out, paint it, and get it done. Honestly, this thing's been stashed in a corner. We haven't really done much until yesterday. I whipped it out, got it in the middle of the shop here, and I started finishing all this rust repair. So grinding things smooth, filling holes, filling some stuff here. There's still a little bit of fine tuning to go there. Then we're gonna get everything seam sealed, primed, and go from there. See, we did the other side as well. We gotta rip up some of this old seam sealer and clean all that up. But besides that, she's been pretty dormant, fellas. So we got to get back on it because Jeep Beach is approaching, and I think out of everybody I listed, I'm going to be the only one with a YJ there. So we're going to get into it today, and we are going to fix one of the biggest problems is we've had no place to sit. So let me show you how we're going to do it and what we're going to do. Okay, guys, so let's get this in the shot here. This is what we're going to be installing today. These are the PRP daily drivers with the built-in headrest. So shout out to the guys at PRP. They helped us out with these things. They've gotten a little dirty because we've had them for a while. But I custom designed these. We have black suede, black vinyl, and then kind of a golden brown piping with a golden brown stitch. A little bit of foreshadowing there for you if you guys are keen on that. So these are pretty budget friendly. They're really not that bad. If you look at other seats on the market, it's a very reasonable price for what you're getting. These things hold up. We have them in all of our vehicles. They hold up really well. So they are on the high side. You can definitely get stuff way cheaper, but I managed to make this work. You'll see at the end of this video, I promise, just like I said, I've done everything I've promised. Unlike some of these other YJ guys. I digress. So I didn't get mounts for them because I'm on a budget. So I had to think outside the box. That's one of the reasons why this video is taking so long, but I'll explain that later. So I'm gonna start laying some things out and taking some measurements and doing some things and show you how we're gonna put these into this budget YJ in this video. Stay tuned, boys. And if you haven't yet, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe, because unlike these other people, this thing's about to be done. We're gonna be on the trails, like maybe tomorrow. We'll be on the trails. Not tomorrow, but soon. Okay, so as you guys just saw, I took basically some square tube and some 4x4s and some other stuff, and I kind of mocked up where the height I wanted them to be was. Then I set in it, I test fit everything, and if it was just that, it'd be easy. I could basically run some tubes from here to the other part of the roll cage, across, bolt them in, and I'd be done. But I do want this thing to have adjustable seats. So whenever you're dealing with sliders and stuff, things get a little bit more complicated in a custom application like this. So did some paper napkin drawings, and I did some measurements, and I came up with some designs, and I went to my buddy Adam. Shout out to Adam at Back Bay Customs. He has an incredible plasma table if you guys need stuff cut out. Just take out some crayons and he can figure it out from there. He hates that when you do that, but he'll help you, I promise. So what we came up with was an idea I had. Okay, this is basically some flat steel that he cut out, and this has molly paneling, basically patterned. So you can get this, you know, online. You can just find the dimensions, and that way we can lay stuff in here. So this is going to go like this. This is for that side, of course. So he cut it to fit this curve. You saw me making those paper templates to fit that curve there. This is just kind of like a U shape with a couple bends in it. So yeah, pretty simple stuff. This is cheap, just, you know, 1/8" material. And then what we're going to do is we're going to figure out where the slider lands, and then we're going to run something like this across that then the slider will then bolt to. Attaching it to the floor, it's going to be a little different. A lot of these seat mounts weren't in great shape anyway, so I don't really want to use those. I was going to attach it to the roll cage, but I wanted to try something different, so we're going to try this. I think it's going to work great. I've seen it done on numerous different types of cars, so I think this will be great. So let's get into this here, and hopefully I can figure this all out, because I don't know if I can or not. So this next part is not for the faint of heart. I gotta do some surgery on these brand new seats, so we might censor it. I don't know. I think a lot of people might freak out, so let's see. All right, guys, so sticking to the budget theme, I went into my pile of parts and I found this 9602 set of seat brackets from Corbeau Racing. We're gonna steal the sliders off of them because we're poor. So after all that censorship that I added to allow you guys not to see this so I don't get roasted in the comments, let me show you what I got going on down here. So basically, I took 2 pieces of steel and I welded them to the frame here, and then I welded these rails to those to keep it ultra low. So now we have a functioning slider. Okay, so I'll run some bolts through here, and now we got to figure out where these are going to land inside the vehicle, and then we'll make cross plates that go between the 2 brackets on the seat that this will weld to. Hopefully that all makes sense. In hindsight, I probably wouldn't have done it this way. I would have maybe bought some sort of adapter, but this is a budget, so I saved a bunch of money and did this. Hopefully it works out, I'll let you know. Okay, so you saw me kind of putting the seat in and out, and then I was taking these like strips of aluminum and figuring out where the slider rail lands and then how it's going to position in the Jeep. So we got that figured out. Next, I'm going to take some of this angle iron. See if I can do this without making anything fall over. And that's going to go there, and I got to make some lines back here. But this piece will get now welded to here on the back side. There'll be another one for this side over here. And then that is where the slider will bolt down to. So that'll secure everything here. And then I'm gonna fully weld this seam. I already did this one, and grind everything smooth and make it all look pretty. Then we're gonna get to how we're gonna mount it to the floor. So let's get these all connected and make it all one unit. We'll go from there. All right, moment of truth to see if my measurements are right here. Let's climb up into this thing.
Ooh, feels a little tight to the wheel. Well, maybe not.
I just got it sitting in here, so. Okay. That doesn't feel so bad. That feels pretty good, actually. So it might be a little high. I might bring the brackets down just ever so slightly. Maybe half an inch. But I feel like we're pretty good here. Okay, so after entirely way too much grinding and sanding, we've got this thing looking pretty dang good. Got the holes drilled where we want them. So still gonna grind and sand a little bit more in a couple places, but it's pretty good. So let's see if we can bolt the seat to this and then get this in the Jeep, I guess. I think that's the next step. I don't really know. I'm making this up as we go, so bear with me. Okay, so like I was saying in my last clip, I'm making this up as I go here. And apparently Mother Nature is deciding to make up the weather as it goes, because 1 minute's warm, 1 minute's cold, or maybe I'm just menopausal, I don't know. But I'm probably not menopausal because I'm not Matt Brody, okay? You know, that's something that would happen to him, not to a guy like me. But anyway, I changed my mind. I was gonna bolt the seat in next, but I realized that that's not the next step. So the next step is fastening this to this and making it one. And I'm gonna do that in a interesting way. I'm not gonna use the factory seat mount bolts because that would be too easy and intelligent, and that doesn't exist here. So let me show you. So unfortunately I've lied to you guys once again, because I just seem to be doing that. But I am making it up as I go, so that part's true. So I just came up with this, which I originally wasn't going to use any of the seat mounts because the ones over here don't exist anymore because they were rotten out, so I welded them up. Long story short, anyways, I'm going to use this one here. So that's going to slide in just like that and get welded, and then that will use a factory seat mount right there. So I'm just going to radius this corner a little bit. You know, one of my favorite things that I hear a lot of mechanics say is, oh, that's stupid, engineer, why would you put a bolt there? And I've been guilty of it, you know, and I tend to agree with them until you're the guy designing the brackets and you're an idiot and you put a bolt in a weird spot that you can barely move the wrench or fit any kind of tool onto whatsoever. So, you know, maybe we should all come together, give these engineers a bit of a break, because it ain't that easy. Okay, so you guys just saw me making up this little bracket here. This is going to get welded to the floor with these 3 rosette welds, and then I'm going to do a bead here and a bead here and a bead here. So that'll go in like this, and then I'm going to run bolts through with nuts on the back side. So I just got that piece tacked in. I'll fill in those rosette welds, run a full bead along that, and then the front will be taken care of. That's good and strong. So now we'll move on to the back side. Okay, so on the back side, I just made a little L bracket and I welded that to the floor. And then on this one, I used the bracket, the foot plate for the roll cage, made a little bracket and bolted it in there. So now I'll finish welding all this and start on the other side. Okay, so now that we got both of the brackets in, we're going to toss the seats in, finally. Let's do it. Okay, so at Atlas and I did this whole thing just so Natalie could drive the Jeep. How do you like it?
I love it. It's amazing.
And you can slide forward?
Yep.
And now she can reach the pedals.
Yep. Because I can drive a stick shift.
Well, she also has a tendency of stealing my Jeeps, so I feel like this is just gonna make it easier for her. All right, so that's the seats mounted. Obviously, I still have a little bit of welding and cleanup work to do, and then we're going to paint the seat brackets. And then the whole floor needs to get cleaned, painted, a little bit of filler here and there, and eventually we'll bedline this, but we just want to get it done and on a budget. So there are the seats. This is really cool. I'm gonna try to come up with a bolt-in version of these, which I think will do really well. I've never seen any seat bracket like this on the market. I think it's really, really slick. The seats are nice and low, so you're just perfect vision line. They're killer, guys. I hope you guys like these. Shout out to my homie Adam at Back Bay Customs for cutting these out on his plasma table. If you guys need anything cut out on a plasma table and you are in the main area, hit him up. He'll do it for you. So anyway, thank you PRP for helping us out with this build. These things are beautiful. Okay, so if you guys remember last episode where we sold off all of the parts to bring us down to 8,050, that's where we left off. So these are the PRP daily driver seats. Remember, I didn't get any type of brackets with them. I made my own, so that is zero cost. So each seat is around 350 bucks, okay? So that's around 700. I got them Black Friday. The total was 660 bucks. So that brings our new, so if you want to write PRP seats, so they were $660 is the cost. And that brings our new total, money spent so far, to $8,710. Now guys, I keep telling you that if you have friends that can cut you stuff on a plasma table, that can save you money. So join a Jeep club, get some friends. I have really cool friends. I know Matt Brody doesn't have any cool friends, but I have cool friends, so I can do stuff like this. So be creative, sell all your old parts, and you too can build this for under $10,000. I'll see the haters in the comments. Nice job. All right, next episode, this thing's actually going away for a little while. And I'm not gonna say much more than that, but it's getting some stuff done, and I'm not saying anything more than that, but we're gonna get this thing running and driving for under $10,000. Hopefully. See you next episode. So, you know, this YJ build is it's almost done. And like I said, we are planning on debuting it at Jeep Beach Official in Daytona. Not very far away. And there's still guys in the comment section from the first video saying that the budget is make-believe, I can't do it, and I just can't believe they're not watching the videos. So if you're seeing this, watch the videos to the end. That's where the budget is. Okay, I'm not living in the land of make-believe like Matt Brody, thinking that he's gonna beat me in some sort of competition. And my boy Will Carnage with his YJ, I don't even know if it's gonna make it to Daytona. I don't know, but I am just here to spread love and enjoyment for off-road. That's all I'm doing, guys. So that's all I can do.